What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're in the Fox's Den again. As always, this is the place where we look at video games, both modern and retro, and we look at some cool gaming tech like controllers, like this GameSir controller. Oh, just turned it on. In today's video, we are going to be looking at a new series that I'm going to start. I used to love video game magazines. I looked at a lot of Nintendo Power. I didn't have a Nintendo system, so it was cool to see the other side of things. Today, we're going to be looking at a special one to me, and that is Nintendo Power, but specifically the one that came out in September of 1992, because that's when I was born. That's right. This magazine is as old as I am. Now, what I'm planning to do with this series is just kind of go through the magazine, and we'll find some games. Either I own them or I got to go hunt for them. And I might make some shorts and let you guys decide. But I think sometimes the short video content watchers don't always watch the long form. So we'll see how that works. I think for today, I'm just going to pick a game out of there that I've never played, or hopefully that I own, that I don't have to go searching. Kind of a rules, I'm trying to stick around 20 bucks. I don't want to open this up and Earthbound's in there and I got to spend $300. That's probably not going to happen today. You guys know I'm a cheap collector. All right, let's get into a camera angle where we can look down at this thing. Now we're down at this angle. Took a little bit longer than I wanted, but here we go. Nintendo Power. What's cool is it's from Redmond, Washington, which is around where I'm from. You got September volume 40. That is when it came out. At this time period in 1992, the Super Nintendo had been out for about a year. So you're probably going to see a pretty heavy mix of NES and Super Nintendo games in here. So if there's any NES games, I don't have a way to play them right now. So I'm not going to pick any of those up. But this is Felix the Cat, which is an NES video game. Let's look at the back advertisement, because I always kind of like these. That is very 90s-esque. Man, it brings back some memories of Toys R Us. That's what I remember getting all my stuff from. And then you got Want More Power? Join the club. So I think this issue of the magazine would probably have been sold at a store. Most of the time what you're going to find is like addresses right here. So in the future, you're probably going to see something like that. I already have like 3 or 4 of these, and most of them have the address on it. And I'll probably black them out. You guys don't go looking for that person. But here's the Super Power Club. This is just some of the things you used to be able to get. Top secret passcodes. Power cleaning service. That's weird. Get the most power out of your Nintendo system with a free cleaning at your participating official Nintendo World Class Service Center. That's pretty cool. Wish they still did that. Yeah, but this is how you would sign up for a subscription here for Nintendo Power. Back in the day, man, used to use old snail mail. Look, you could call. You guys should try that number, see if it still works today. Power of Choice puts you in control. The Super NES control set was $99 back in the day. It's about what you could pick it up for today. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, you can see all these games down here. Which ones are there's a Krusty the Clown. So see, you're gonna have an NES, Game Boy, and the Super Nintendo right here. I don't like that they call it Super NES. It's the SNES. No, I'm just kidding. Or SNES if you're in Europe. But I just call it the Super Nintendo. You got some tips from the pros, video updates. I don't know what I'm gonna cut in and out of these videos for you guys. I'm gonna try and make it not just me going through this entire magazine. But I don't want to fly through it either. So you guys let me know down below what you want to see in these magazines and how you kind of want to look at them. And while you're down there, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Because if you want to see more magazines, the Player's Pulse. Is there any from Washington State, where I'm from? There's I saw an Oregon one. Oh, Bobby Newsville from Portland. Yeah, this is just kind of going through some of the staff that's in Nintendo Power doing these kinds of things. I know some of the text might be hard for you guys to read. Could zoom in a little bit. Could drop this down, but I kind of want to show the whole magazine. It's a little bit better. I can get most of it, and it's legible. I feel like one thing we're it's the first time me trying this, so we'll have to see when I'm editing. You used to have to mail in your responses up to here to Washington, which is super cool. All right, Felix the cat, power up the pussycat. What I like right here is this is actually like the worlds that you'd play in. So this is the platformer, very similar to Super Mario. You jump around, do things like that. And there's little secrets here. And that's just really cool. This is before the internet, you guys. Okay, we didn't have the internet in 1992. I think it was around, but it was not in anybody's house. Nobody had internet except for rich people. Oh, look at that. It goes through round 2. Round 2 starts off with Felix taking to the air. His magic bag provides a lift with the Felix balloons and airplane power-ups. Dude, this is so cool. I've never played Felix the cat. Oh, snow levels. Those are always the best in video games, right? Snow levels are the best. But let me know if you guys played this. NES is a complete blind spot for me. I've never really played any NES games. I'm sure there's a few that I've played throughout the years that I didn't realize were NES games, but yeah. Prince of Persia. Ooh, I know this game is extremely hard too. This is the first one. Look at that. Look at that artwork. Super creepy guy. Let's see. Level 4. The first 3 levels were covered in volume 32 of Nintendo Power for the Game Boy version. Oh, is this the Game Boy version? How would I know that? I guess I'd have to read, But like I said, I don't want to read front to back this whole thing. I think we would get pretty bored. But yeah, more level layouts there. That's really cool. Little Samson. This is a really expensive game on the NES. I know that. This is like one of those grails. This is one of the games that everyone's after all the time. I've never played it. I should probably emulate it one time, but there's stage 1, Capital City. Looks like a platformer. I mean, most of the NES was platformers. I think that's why I don't really want to go back to it too much. It doesn't have a whole lot going for it. It's not too crazy. God, the swamp. Is there a snow level? There's Mystic Cave. That's pretty awesome. I know there's a little bit of a glare here, so I'm trying to remove that for you guys. No snow level. I've heard of the skeletons. And them being kind of a pain in the behind. Oh, look at that. Classified information. Nintendo top secret. Super Spy Hunter. Let's pick a game. Tiny Toons Adventure. From Agent number 514. If you harvest a lot of carrots in this NES adventure, you can go on an outer space adventure and fight a nasty villain for 1-ups. Pick up 99 carrots and make sure that you pass up your chance to cash them in for 1-ups with Hampton. That's pretty cool. Oh, The Rocketeer. Never played that game. I did watch that movie recently on Disney Plus. It was pretty good. I've been going through 80s movies. Why? No idea. Ooh, Panic Restaurant. That's another expensive. I don't know about Rare. I'm pretty sure it's Rare. Same with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. I know that's a pretty rare one. I think it's less rare than some of the other ones, but Panic Restaurant is definitely up there, if I remember right. Ooh, The Punisher. The Punisher was on the NES? That's crazy. I did not know that. This is why I like looking at these, because there's so many things that I just did not know. Ooh. Whoa. That is super cool. Look at that. Wizrobe's Trap. Wow, this is like a whole comic. The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda. Link to the Past. This is really hard to read right here. Like who it's illustrated by. Ugh, help, I can't swim. Wait, hang on. I can't swim. That's what I would imagine a cow would sound like. Go, let me go. Your armor's too heavy. The Master Sword dragging me down. I'm drowning. You're close, Link. Stay afloat a little longer. The water's almost... Oh, that's... Listen! The water's almost up. I made it. Whoa. Swoosh. It's a crystal. Humph. Link, be careful. You're too excited. Whoa. Whoa. Tentacles. He's getting eaten. I don't know if you guys want me to read this whole thing. I'll let you take the time. I'll start here in the corner. I'll work my way up. Look at those tentacles. Blink. Blurp. Must try to tinglish. Thank you for saving me, Link. I know you are searching for Zelda. She is being held in a rock that looks like a turtle. But this rock is located at the end of the world. Wait, don't go. Why do they always do that? It's not like she's your precious Zelda anyways. I'll stop doing the voices. This is cool. I have not gone through this full magazine. I didn't even know this comic book was in here. I'm glad I waited because it lets my reaction go with you guys. Yeah, you guys should be able to read most of that. You guys can pause and read. I'll do my best to try and hold it for a few seconds. There's no glare. This artwork is super awesome too. Whoa, what the? Oh, that is crazy. I have you now, my pretty. It's like a Disney thing. You walked right into my trap. Tasty morsel. Eyeballs. Oh my gosh. Things are getting crazy. Sora, how'd you get here? How'd you know? It's simple for me to appear anywhere there is water. Plus, I cannot deny. I don't know if I pronounced that name right. The Jetsons. This looks like a Game Boy game. This definitely is a Game Boy game. Meet George Jetson. Man, it just like whole gameplay right here in the issue. That's crazy. Like I said, I'm hoping for some feedback on this episode. If I'm going too slow, going too fast, if I left too much in the video, try not to make this like an hour long. We're already at 15 minutes. Dr. Frankenstein, big castle, small monster. Must find body parts, must put Bitsy back together. I'm guessing we're putting his girlfriend back together. Man, these must have been so handy back in the day. This is content creation right here. Back in the day, making magazines. Oh geez, this is really full. Ooh, look at that. I just love these skeletons and how they look. Frankenstein looks really good too. Really good. Oh man, some classic Barbie. My daughter would love this page. My daughter's been obsessed with this Barbie game on the 360. I thought I'd grab it real quick and just show you guys. Barbie and her sister's puppy rescue. This game is so broken. Just letting you know, almost every time we play it, there's different bugs. So yeah, we have fun playing this, but she likes it, and that's what matters. Just, you know, it's the simple things. It just shows you that you don't have to make AAA games for, you know, kids to enjoy it. This looks way different. I don't think she would like this very much. More comic books. Look at this. Look at this. Super Mario Adventures. Quit clowning around, Luigi. Look. Whoa, there's like a whole paragraph there. Mamma mia. What a particular pad. Peculiar. I couldn't say that as Mario. I can do a pretty good Mario. Oh, ha. It's almost Mickey Mouse. Wait. This is cool. Love this art, man. Just like this is the kind of art I like. It's not perfect. It's not crisp. It's hand drawn. Like somebody took the time to draw every little bit here, minus the text, obviously, that was typed in. But I'm sure somebody used some computer enhancing back then. Or not, you know, back in the 90s, this would have been taking a pretty giant computer to do. So, to be continued. I'm guessing this happens a lot in these episodes. Counselor's Corner. I remember hearing about this a lot. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. How do I get the big key in the swamp? So these are like ways for people to help you get certain things in video games. So like this one helps you get the big key. Link to the Past I played, but I don't quite remember. This one helps you defeat Trinix. Trinix? How do I enter the waterfall of wishing? Look at that. It goes right into it. That's pretty cool. You know, today we would just ask Google, ChatGPT, come up in like 30 seconds. Back in the day, you had to go get a copy of this. You had to go get a copy of this. This is probably where I'm going to kind of brush through. Nestor's Adventures. Another comic strip there. Power Players. Oh, they finished it. That's kind of cool. They finished the Addams Family. Contra 3 Alien Wars. This is just like people that finished these video games. Join the League of Power Players by sending photos. Oh, so you have to send proof that you beat the games. Dang, what happens if... How do you even get a camera? Like, I mean, they had cameras back then, right? Obviously. Duh. But, I mean, you'd have to have like a disposable camera. There were Polaroids back then. So you could like instantly print the picture. But that... I don't know. I feel like that'd be pretty insane back then. Today, easy. Pull out my phone, snap a picture. Done. Dunzo. Dino World. I think we're about halfway through. Just more level layouts and how to do stuff. Some of this text is extremely hard to read. I know there's a glare. Some of the text isn't helping. This is an early Super Nintendo game, it looks like. At least it said right here. Super NES. You know, the thing I don't like. Oh, here we go. Here's the poster. Soul Blazer. What's this poster of? Oh, this is the cool one. Yeah, the Spider-Man poster. I'll have to I'll overlay something so you guys can see it a little bit better. But this is so cool that it's my birthday issue and it's got Spider-Man. He's one of my favorite superheroes. And there's Carnage down there. Coming soon from LJN for your Super NES, and Game Boy. What if they played different between NES? Obviously, the Game Boy does. They can't play that kind of games, but interesting. That was a great poster to look at. Soul Blazer. Just more level layouts. This Metal Mantis looks crazy. Stonemen. This is so interesting. This is introducing me to a bunch of games. I haven't seen any games that I would want to go get yet. I mean, I imagine Soul Blazer is not cheap. What I do like is that I just realized that every page, let's go back just a little bit. Every page that had a video game, it told you where it was. This is the Game Boy. Okay. I mean, you could see how much the Jetsons is on Game Boy. I like the Jetsons. Let me grab a notepad real quick. All right, I was taking some notes. So far, I wrote Jetsons and Frankenstein, and then Dino City was the other one I wrote. I think Soul Blazer is really expensive, so I'm probably gonna skip that one. Gotta get that out of there. That was my placeholder while I was looking around. Clue, classic detective game. That's probably a cheap one. You know, everyone's at least played that. Super Bowling. That might be one. And that looks fun. That looks fun. Handpicked players. Pick your video bowling alter ego. Mars Muscles Maxwell. So let's write that one down. Super Bowling. Oh, now we're at the end. Hang out in grand prize. 5 winners. The complete music library by DJ Jazzy. Huh. You can win in it. I wonder how rare this shirt is. George and Rob's now playing September 1992. 2 guys' opinions on the latest releases. Okay, this might be a good Little Samson that came out around this time of year. That's crazy. Let's see what they were saying about Little Samson back in the day. The great thing about this game is the fact that the characters have special abilities and that you can switch from one to the next. That adds an element of strategy along with action. Rob thinks having 4 characters to choose from is a good concept. You could do more in this game than in your standard single hero adventure. I think this game deserves a name that describes the concept more like Fighting 4 or something along that lines. Yeah, you wouldn't expect that from Little Samson, that there's 4 people that you get to play as. Prince of Persia, Tecmo Cup, Spy versus Spy. Oh, this, I think this was the one we're going to look at. Let's see what they think of Jetsons. It's a great to be able to control each of the Jetsons through their own levels, and the stage to select for the first 3 levels is a nice touch. Rob says Jane rockets through the shopping level of this game. Why do they always put a female in the mall? Dino City. I was thinking about that one. The graphics are great and the idea is a lot of fun. The game may be a little too difficult for beginning players. Oh, no, I don't know if I like that. What's here? Your guide to the latest releases. NES. We don't want that. Super Nintendo. We got Clue, Dino City, Hook. Ooh, Hook. Sony ImageSoft. Maybe that'll be a cool one. Let's see if we can get Hook. Imagine those are out of 5s. You wouldn't want them out of 10s. That'd be really bad. Space Football. Super Battle Up, Super Bowling, Super Buster Bros. Capcom, what is that? Let's look up that. Super Buster Bros. Super. Oh my gosh, players picks. Look at these kids. Oh my gosh, if that's you, I'm sorry. I don't know. Any from Washington? Nope. David Adam. Middlesex, New York. Final Fantasy, Mega Man 3, Super Mario Bros. That's so great. Tim Allen. Celebrity player profile. Now let's see. Let's ask this question. How would you turn up the power of your Nintendo system? You've got to have some way to hook it up to the turbo combustion. There's just no better way. Mario would be moving so fast he'd actually step out of the screen, pull out his power drill, and go crazy fixing things. Just weird spotlight there. Ooh, Super Star Wars. I actually have this one. I do. I have it in this mini box gaming case here. I did not realize that it had flying levels. I barely like scratched the surface of this game. This could be one we easily do. So let's see. Ooh, right here. I remember this game, Bart's Nightmare. How I played it? No idea. Probably emulation. I know that's an expensive game though. Bart anything. Next issue, coming next month in volume 41, Bionic Commando, Adventure Island, Out of This World. Special offers. What are these? Issues from our first 2 years are available only in special collector sets. You won't find these extremely helpful issues at newsstands. That's insane. This is the earliest copy of Nintendo Power that I have. This is like the oldest one. I don't have anything older than this. You start going beyond the 40 volume. You start getting into like the 30s and 20s. These things start to become more expensive. All right, let me look up some of these games and I'll let you guys know which one we're gonna get or attempt to get if I don't already have it. Luckily, we got one. If I can't find stuff while we're out, we got Super Star Wars that we could always play. So that's super nice. So there are a few here, more than I thought. The Jetsons, and I couldn't find Frankenstein quickly. I'd have to do some research. Yeah, I couldn't find the Game Boy version for some reason. I don't know. Dino City is 18, Clues 5, Super Bowling's 9, Hook is 19, and then Super Buster Bros is just out of reach. To be honest, there's 2 games that I feel like I'm really interested in. That's Super Bowling and Dino City. I want to see what those are like. I think I'm going to go with Super Bowling, and I'll use Dino City as a backup. If I can't find those 2, then we'll just check out Super Star Wars. Wow, guys, that was way more fun than I thought it was going to be. I really enjoyed looking back at the year I was born. Do I know any of it? Absolutely not. I was young, all right. Super duper young. In that thing, I was maybe a couple weeks old when people got it because I was born September 3rd. So right at the start of the month. And I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Also, comment down below if there's any ideas you think I could do this better. I liked how I did it. I think maybe I'll try to find a different way to display the magazine. All right, you guys, it's been a couple days. I was trying to find some games from that Nintendo Power issue. Unfortunately, in person, wasn't able to find any. I did pick up Super Bowling, which is on the way. I might tack it on to the end of this video. I picked it up on eBay for like $8 or whatever. That game just looks so interesting from the magazine. So I'm going to have to throw it in here somehow, or maybe I'll throw in a hidden a hidden bowling game that's actually good. I like bowling games. They're actually kind of fun. But I did end up playing Super Star Wars, and I have the Player's Choice Edition. I think there's like 3 different editions of this game, but that doesn't matter. Was it fun? Yes. Was it hard? Yes. Is it a game from the 90s? Yes. What do I mean by that? Well, it didn't have save states like most games at this time of existence for gaming, right? It is very generous, so you have a lot of lives and you get a lot of chances to heal with all the enemies. The problem was like the hit boxes of those enemies was kind of weird sometimes, and trying to aim at them was off. The basic enemies, easy enough. When you get to the boss, that's where it was. I was trying to, the first boss is the Sarlacc. Gotta beat that thing. And I couldn't figure out like how the best to dodge those attacks and things like that to survive. I don't know if there is a better way. So I just started shooting, just like smashing the button. And yeah, I got to like the 3rd level and I kept dying. And then I lost all my lives and I had to completely restart. And I was like, I'm not doing that again. So it might be a game that I check out when I pick up a Retron 5, because Retron 5 allows save states, if I remember right. When you put the game in, you're able to save exactly where you're at. So that might be a cool feature that I use. That is Super Star Wars. I like it. It's good. In that issue, I don't think the game was actually out yet. I just looked, and yeah, it came out November 1st of 1992. So the next month, this game came out after that issue we've been looking at. Just to give you guys an idea of scores, on IMDb, it gets a 7.2 out of 10. Oh my gosh. The user score is a 6. The 6. There's critic reviews. In 2015, 2 people reviewed it. That's probably because it's like the 23rd anniversary or something like that. Probably. Oh, it came out on the PS4. I did not know that. You could play this on the PS4. Came out November 17th of 2015. I bet it's better on the Super Nintendo anyways. So a lot of these ports get kind of weird when the controls just don't feel just right. But yeah, that is Super Star Wars. Hope you guys like this video. Make sure to hit the like button, because I am your daddy. Goodbye.